How is everyone? It's Tuesday, it's the 29th of October, 2024, and we're in my office. Getting ready to read Lesson 9 in A Course in Miracles. So I'm going to bring up my desktop. We're sort of going to waste some time, see if anyone shows up, wants to talk at all. Hey, Alice. Our friend Alice is here. She says, hi, Yogi. Alice, how are you? What's new, my friend? Just give me a second. I'm going to take care of a few things before we get started. We're going to read Lesson 9. Here's the important thing about these lessons. We want to apply them through the course of the day, however we're able. My recommendation? Well, of course, you could buy Course in Miracles. You can buy the book. Let's see. Alice says, I'm good. How about you? I'm doing good too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just leaving a little message for a friend. I'm leaving a message for our friend Jace. Jace is live, by the way. If anyone wants to say good morning to Jace. You can help him out with some watch hours. But if you're going to do so, hit the like button for me before you go. It would be much appreciated. So, yesterday, Lesson 8. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. Leads us right into Lesson 9. Lesson 9 is, I see nothing as it is now. Focus on that word, now. Meaning, this moment. In this moment, anything that's occurring, anything that's happening, including you and who you are, is new. It's been reborn. Every moment, remember, we can choose either through crucifixion, in which we have crucified ourselves and others by our old thoughts, our old opinions, our old judgments, our old beliefs, or we can choose the resurrection, in which everything is reborn, fresh, new. Reborn means it comes without the baggage, the package of what happened just a moment ago, or yesterday, or a year ago, or a decade ago, or 100 years ago. Imagine if we were able to see everything reborn right now as it is, fresh, new, and in its original innocence. That doesn't mean that people don't come with issues. Of course. We all do. We all do. That's an important thing to remember. Let's see. Alice says, I just got $10 from my grandma because I gave her 2 bracelets. Nice. That's awesome. And well deserved. So Lesson 9 says, I see nothing as it is now because I see it encumbered by everything I've ever thought about it in the past. Everything. If you saw me yesterday, you are seeing me now as if I was that same person that I was yesterday. You're not giving me the opportunity to be reborn, nor am I giving you the opportunity to be reborn if I'm seeing you based upon my past judgments. Hey Sharon, how are you? Mega says, hello, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm sick. I'm sorry that you're sick, my friend. Sending you healing thoughts. Sharon says, you're cool? Well, thank you. Dizzy says, preach. I'd like to think of it as our discussion, that we all get to just talk. So I see nothing as it is now. Course lets us off the hook and says that, but while you may be able to accept it intellectually, it is unlikely that it will mean anything to you as of yet. So we practice it. Look at anything and just simply recognize, I don't see this as it is now. I see it as the concepts that I've given it before. Let's see. Alice is going to the mall. Well, yeah, you got $10 to spend. I hope you get something nice. So, understanding isn't the point. The point is to practice. And says, in fact, the recognition that you do not understand is a prerequisite for undoing your false ideas. Everything that you see right now is a false idea. It's not as it is right now. As it is right now is fresh, new, and innocent. It's this foundation that we build now that makes forgiveness so much easier. Because when we refuse to forgive, it means that we are seeing things not as they are now, but as we have judged them to be in the past. And of course, who are we to judge? If we judge others, so we judge ourselves. Don't we ourselves want to be forgiven? Don't we want to be seen in our original innocence, who we truly are? Not always seen as we were yesterday, or the day before, or a year ago. I mentioned before my own story that I spent literally a decade, the 1990s, drinking every single day and making all the mistakes that you can imagine a person who drinks every single day would do. I haven't had a drink since 1999. Don't focus on it, just left my life. If I were to run into someone who knew me back then, they would see me as I was then. They would not see me as I am now. If I saw someone from high school, instantly every mistake I ever made in high school would come to their mind, or they would see me as the concept that I was then and not as I am now. I am not a concept. I'm not even my own concepts. I am conceptually free as pure unconditional love. You got $60. Man, you can buy a lot of stuff in the mall for $60. Let's see. Thrive says this stream is substandard. Of course it is. Why would you think otherwise? Let's see. Hugh James says, sub bro, can I get a shout out? Hugh James, my friend, shout out to you. Thank you for subbing, much appreciated. I will visit your channel. I know we don't do the sub for sub, but you know what? I like extending kindness whenever I get the opportunity. So big shout out to you, my friend. I know that we're not supposed to read into that stuff, that we're not supposed to read certain things out loud, but you know what? It makes them happy. If it makes our friend Hugh, if it makes him happy. Thrive says, can I get a shout out? Yes, you can, my friend. Hey, guys, visit Thrive's channel. Hang out with Thrive. Thrive's a good guy. Big shout out to Thrive. Thrive says, I like to appreciate that, my friend. So it's going to be a shorter live stream. How long's it been right now? It's been just almost 10 minutes. Sometimes we go for half an hour, sometimes 45 minutes. But today, it's going to be short. I'm going to go outside and take my walk. Lesson 9, again, I see nothing as it is now. Nothing. Every single moment is brand new, infinitely so. Man, why would you want to keep bringing the past into now? And a lot of people think, well, you gotta bring the past, otherwise you continue to make the same mistake. That's a tenet that we all say. If we don't learn from the past, we're condemned to repeat it. Just because you learn from the past doesn't mean that you need to keep representing the past in each moment. Take what you've learned, be wiser. But it doesn't mean you need to drag the past and your concepts of the past into each moment. That's the nature of forgiveness. That's the nature of the salutation, namaste. The light, the divinity within me recognizes and salutes the light and divinity within you. It's not saying the past within me recognizes and judges the past recognized within you. I can take what I've learned from the past and keep it fresh in the future. If you've hurt me before, I can recognize you as fresh and new, who you are in your original innocence right now, without giving you the chance to hurt me in the present moment. Why would we ever think that our divine intelligence doesn't work through every moment? When we say things like that, it's just a way of keeping us bound to the past, so that the past keeps replaying itself over and over and over again, and we keep living in a world that allows for violence and warfare, that allows for children to starve, that allows for politics to be so divisive. And it doesn't have to be. Let's see. Alice says, I made matching bracelets with my online friend, Leaf and Dango. Nice. That's awesome. Online friends. Gotcha. Let's give a shout out to Alice's friends, Leaf and Dango. Hey, you're always free to drop links for your friends whenever you want. All right, guys. What do you say? We hang it up for today? We end a little bit early. Our friend Jace is still up live, still getting in his workout. So if you get a chance, swing on over. Say hi to Jace. And we're going to end the live stream for today. Thanks, guys. Take care.